Moving over to the West, Alabama, I really like them this year. I think that they have the right culture, the right mentality. There's a collective chip on the shoulder. I think the offensive line is going to be a remarkable strength in the run game. I think Jam Miller's got a chance to be a superstar at running back to complement the other guys that are also very good. Wide receiver, maybe a bit of a work in progress. And then quarterback, that's what everyone seems to be talking about. I, for one, though, think that if they lean more on their defense, lean more on their run game, they're going to have to put less on the quarterback's shoulders. So how can Alabama regain what they had 10 years ago, maybe that murder ball, as opposed to a little bit more spread, a little bit more airing it out the last couple of years?
Well, it's kind of crazy because, like Nick did that and changed his whole philosophy and who he was and what he was, and then goes on, obviously, and has tremendous success. Kirby's getting murdered the last, the first couple of years of his tenure. You got to open it up. You got to be successful in the passing game. Is Nick going to go back into the shell and play that kind of ball? Like, I don't know, man. I think ball has changed so much. I don't think you can. And I'm a defensive guy. I would love to tell you, you can win with defense and you can win with the run game. I don't think so. But I tell you what, after watching Tommy Rees the last couple of years, I love that cat. I think he is really, really good. I think he brings an edge and a mentality to him. That dude don't play around. He ain't messing around. He's got a cool demeanor. I love the way the pre-snap motion, the runs he did last year. If you go watch Notre Dame's offense, most of them started downhill. They start downhill. You think about Milroe in that offense and what he could do with his unbelievable, freakish running ability. Now, listen, after seeing what you said about you didn't think he'd necessarily be the guy, I don't think he'll be the guy then, because I 100% am going to go with what you say on that. But I find it hard to believe that that's what Nick will go back to. But Rees does a great job of pre-snap motion and flooding zones, unbelievable job of just understanding what defenses they're in and using it against them. So I think he'll do a great job coaching. But I'm so interested with Alabama because, I'm really curious. It sounds like you're going to be really high on him. I'm curious if last year was a blip or we're going to see him back in the playoffs. And I just, you talk about the offensive line. I was disappointed in their offensive line a year ago. I didn't think they were very good. We didn't punch anybody in the mouth. We didn't push very many people around. That offense last year, it was and people didn't understand how good Bryce Young was because he carried that offense at times. I was so disappointed in the structure. I was so disappointed in kind of what they were and who they are. I think Rees will do a better job of them staying on schedule, them understanding what they are, them understanding using their strengths. But, man, I find it hard, Greg, to believe that Nick's going to go, now we're going to dial it back to my old me. And we've had so much success, but if he does, it'll be interesting. But Milroe, to me, just his ability to freakishly run, at least that starts your offense in a place where I'm going to get this, and then you can work, other guys in and continue to grow.